Again, week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. You look at this Baltimore defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
On third down, here's Corral. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure.
Concentration so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Scott to return it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Woods will say he should have had it, and that'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Corral from the gun on third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Meanwhile, Corral's and the throw here caught by Addison. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's second down and 1. Corral sets up play action. This pass is caught by London. And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland. Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there and have time to dwell on things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around, and they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out in the backfield, but this time they send him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now Lamar changing the look. This is McGee. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get through as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Ravens now 2-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but
The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind it, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson.
At the 17-yard line.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
It appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll run. This is McGee. A little juke. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll run with McGee. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. And give him 13 yards there on the play to first set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
First down.
Corral with it on first down. That one deep for London. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Browns 21, Ravens 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 36-yard
Jackson down to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Daniel Whelan now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, the return is Scott. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Corral looking to pass, second down. He gets it to Addison. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That is caught. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Corral looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the carry, McGee. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Gets past one man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to try for Woods, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's McGee fighting him off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 30, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Corral will throw it. They'll get this to Nwangu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Corral looking to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Ravens 16-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Corral. He'll get this to Kene Nwangu complete. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Now he's forced out right. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Corral. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now because the field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, looking at the down and distance, that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. For Kittle, here it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Throw caught left side, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch him drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Cleveland, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.